Hey there, my fellow YouTube friends. I haven't done a video in a while, and with some of the stuff that's been happening in the past couple weeks, I decided I should throw out my 2 cents there and see how many liberals I could piss off and how many of you guys I could actually give some good information to. I'm going to try to make my phone stay right here on my wonky steering wheel. There we go. That works, I think. Yeah, all right. So as most of you guys are aware, there has been a successful attempt to ban assault weapons, fucking AR, sporter rifles. Anyway, only idiots and Democrats and retards call them assault weapons. You and I, most people who watch my videos know the truth. They're just sporting rifles. Anyway, so I've been posting up a lot lately about how much crime has skyrocketed and how bad things have gotten. All you have to do is turn on YouTube every morning and scroll through maybe 30 stories at the most, 30 different videos. And in those videos of the 30, you're going to see eight or nine instances where people have been robbed, home invaded, carjacked, shot and killed, randomly attacked, randomly raped, randomly beaten by people that are being protected by these Soros-based DAs in places like California, where you got Governor Newsom and the DA Gascon, who aren't prosecuting crimes because they're committed by people of color. And I guess prosecuting people of color suddenly become racist, so they can just go ham. Open your eyes up. Anybody could see what's going on. Anybody could see that helter-skelter is real. I never thought for one fucking time in my life I would ever take anything that Charles Manson said seriously. But, wow. So, any country that is forcibly disarming its citizens, it doesn't have a good plan for those people in that country. I mean, we look through history, every country that's ever been forcefully disarmed by the government has turned totalitarianism, dictator, and worse. You know, like, if you want to live in a gun-free country, take your ass to China. So just to let you guys know, there's 5 days until the ban on ARs happens. So if I were you, I would get on the internet and I would order as many lowers as you can, as many 80% lowers as you can, and as many uppers as you can, and start building yourself untraceable rifles, because you're going to need them. It's not going to get any better. It's just going to get worse. But build the ghost guns. Ghost guns. You know, build your ghost guns, guys. Build your fucking 80% homemade, lowers. Build them up. Get your uppers. Get your stuff ready, because it's not going to be good. Put those away. Hide them, because it's not happening. I'll be surprised if we make the midterms without having some crazy shit go down with this fucking administration that's running our country into the fucking ground. So, yeah, man. I would suggest that you take the proper steps to protect yourselves and your family from what's coming. They're not prosecuting people for committing crimes, and a vast majority of these crimes are being committed by black people. And again, I'm not fucking racist, that's stupid, but I'm also a realist, you know what I mean? When you look online every day and all you see is black people robbing, black people stealing, black people carjacking, really makes you wonder why suddenly there's this uptick of this particular demographic committing more crimes than they already have. I mean, the current rate is 52%. Now, I do believe it's gone up to closer to 58% of the violent crime in this country are committed by African Americans. Again, I'm not trying to pull the race card. I'm not trying to sound like a racist asshole. I'm just telling you, in places unlike Florida, unlike, Arizona, unlike places where, it's not some liberal fucking Soros-backed DA, but we actually have prosecution over criminals. Like in Florida, sure, you see it, but you don't see it as much. Like, I mean, if you turn on, and you read any statistics, D.C., California, New York, Pennsylvania, Illinois, okay, places like that right now have the highest rates of violent crimes. They also have the toughest gun laws on the books. So if you were to open up your head and, look at these things and see the fact that the places that have the highest amount of gun crimes on the books, yet have the highest amount of gun control, shows you that gun control doesn't work. Another example of real-life gun control failing and then them going back on it and having it shown that more guns in the hands of law-abiding citizens equals less crime, less victims, and more more criminals dead, or more criminals hurt, more criminals unable to continue their criminal lifestyle because, you know, they got piked in the spine or something, is Brazil. Brazil has been for years, up until this spring, the highest homicide, #1 in the world for homicide. Like, there was more homicides committed in Brazil last year than I think in any other country in South America combined. And that's telling you a lot. The gangs, the robberies, the drugs, all that shit has really taken hold of Brazil. And they had some really strict gun laws on the books, meaning, you know, just like what they're trying to do here. You know, your average Joe had to go through all kinds of psychological background checks, which, you know, I'm not opposed to background checks. But I mean, they made it so hard to own a firearm in Brazil. The only people with guns were the criminals, just like they're doing here. You know, so like, pull your head out of your fucking ass and think they're criminals for a reason. Are they going to go register their guns with these new gun laws? No. Are they going to go and they're going to serialize their fucking home-built ARs with serial numbers? No. Neither am I, because you're going to come and take it. But the reality of it is, I don't plan on taking my fucking rifle out and committing crimes with it. I plan on using it against my home defense and my boat defense. All right? The difference between me and these people is a lot of people are going out there and they're victimizing you. And the shitty thing about that is our government at this time is trying to push for a mass victimization, a mass psychosis of victimization, trying to make people afraid of guns. All you got to do is look at the fucking 34% that Brazil's homicide rate has dropped this year since Bolsonaro allowed everybody to go get a gun. He's like, you know what, fuck it, go get a gun, attack these people, defend yourself, run them over, shoot them, whatever, I don't care. Defend yourself. Be part of your own policing in your own communities. And the homicide rate for the world's highest homicide rated country has dropped 34%. It's common sense, people. Common sense. Use your fucking brain. And I know you may hate Trump and you may hate the Republicans, but look what the Democrats are doing to you. Okay? They've got you so distracted and so full of feelings and so full of hate for the Republicans that they're bending you over and butt-fucking you with no fucking grease. Not even giving you a reach around, okay? And then they're making you suck your shit off their dick. That's what's going on with the fucking Democrats right now. You're being butt-fucked and then forced to clean off your shit off their cock. I know I'm getting real fucking into it, but that's the only way I could really put it by these people. Chances are, if you're subscribed to my station, or my station, my page, I don't know what the fuck this is. If you're subscribed to it, you and I are already on the same page. And to see how many people have watched my videos and to actually see how little stupid comments I've gotten back just kind of shows that people who watch my videos, you know, we think alike. You know what I mean? It's going to be up to us to defend ourselves and our communities if this goes on much longer. I don't see the midterms happening. I see a global crisis happening and these people using their fucking powers to stay in office indefinitely happening, bro. That's and ladies, that's what I see happening. I'm sorry, but I mean, they're pushing the sexualization of children in school. They're telling people, well, just give up your shit. It's okay. The robbers won't shoot you. I mean, like, it's gotten so bad, you guys, in this country that it's obvious what's going on. It's the Democrats have no fucking intentions of recouping this country and putting it back into the great country we all lived in beforehand. They're running it into the ground. They're going to turn it into communist China. Again, I'm firmly in belief that the Biden administration is bought and sold, as well as the FBI, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. They're all bought and sold by fucking the CCP. I mean, like, I just saw a thing the other day. Now they have a MAPS flag, a minor attracted person flag. I mean, you guys, the Democrats are trying to make it so they can fuck your kids. Okay? With all this inclusiveness and LGBTQ plus crap going on, the plus is the MAPS, you guys. In 3 years, they're going to be fucking your little kids. And it's going to be legal for them to come and fuck your children as adults. Fucking wise up, people. Open up your fucking eyes and see what's happening. Anybody who wants to teach sex to kids at all, whether it's butt sex or straight sex, is a pervert, is a pedophile, and a predator. The fact that they're allowing drag queens to come in and strip in front of your children and to read things about drag queens and sex stuff in front of your 6-year-olds shows that they want them to be fucked. Open your eyes up, people. I ain't even got no kids and I can see it. Wake the fuck up before it's too late. Wake up before you end up having to marry off your fucking 13-year-old girl to some 50-year-old man. Wake up. And watch out for the stupid people. They just seem to coming out of the woodwork every day. Wake up, arm up, be ready. I love you guys. Watch out for your fellow Americans. And check 6, man, because it's getting bad, you guys. Check your fucking 6. Go everywhere with your weapon. Fuck it. In most places, no jury is going to convict you of carrying a firearm when they're not supposed to with the way shit's going now. So the more of us that fucking take advantage of it, the more of us that fucking carry, the more of us that refuse to be victims will make it harder and harder for them to victimize us. The real people that need to be fucking prosecuted are the people that are letting these people victimize other people. You know, like letting motherfuckers out on bail with zero money because they're black. I'm fucking sorry, dude. You don't let any motherfucker out on bail, zero bail, on a murder charge. And especially not so because they're broke and they can't pay bail. Keep that black ass in prison. Keep that white ass in prison until they go to fucking court. Because it's already been proven that 90% of the people that have been picked up for murder and released with no bail have recommitted another fucking murder or violent offense. Fucking use your heads, people. It's fucking all right there to see. Pass this on to your Democratic friends. Pass this on to the people that are stupid and are brainwashed. I mean, I have a friend right here in the Bay. He's a good guy. He's got a good heart, but he's so full of hatred for Donald Trump that he would rather see the Democrats drive this country into the ground than to admit that the Democrats are the fucking communists. He's got the right ideas. Hello. He's got the right ideas. He says, yes, there's a communist takeover. Yes, they're coming for your children. Yes, they are trying to victimize everybody. But he thinks that it's the Republicans that are doing this and not the Democrats that are doing this. When anybody with half a brain can see it's the Democrats. You know what I mean? So, arm up, wise up, stand up. You take care of yourselves. Thanks for being my country people.